Sorry, I was caught unprepared. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another live interview session here at the PAME Code Facebook group's Season of Courage. I'm Emmy, your host, and today we are joined by an award-winning career and business coach who specializes in helping women make an international career change. And she's here with us today to talk about finding the courage to live and work abroad. So without further ado, let's all welcome Dominika Miernik. Hi, Dominika.
Hi, hello. Thank you for having me and inviting to this beautiful Courage series. Thank you very much.
Awesome. Well, thank you for spending the time with us. I know you can share so much insights with us because you've been through the process yourself. But before we get into that topic, I just wanted to ask you first, what does courage mean to you?
What a beautiful, beautiful question. Yeah, so courage for me is all about following your own passions, following your own desires, like staying true to yourself. But it's also about making mistakes, going out from your comfort zone, overcoming obstacles. It's also about failing and then learning from your failures and starting again. So this is courage for me.
Wow. So it's about, moving out of your comfort zone, even at the risk of failing. And when you fail, you get up and carry on. So you've been through this process yourself. You've been through many places, many career trajectories. I'm really interested to know your life story. How did you get to where you are now?
Yes, so I have lived in 3 countries so far. So I am originally from Poland. I lived in Italy, UK, and then from UK I came back to Italy. So I have reinvented myself a few times, as you said, and for me it was all about like taking myself out of my comfort zone because I was living out of my country. So my international journey started as a student because I had an opportunity to study psychology in Rome at university in Rome, and it was an exciting journey for me. Everything was new, the language was new, even if I knew a little bit of Italian, but it was still challenging to study psychology in a different language, which wasn't mine. And then exploring the culture, exploring the Italian culture and this beautiful country. So after I graduated, I met my Italian partner and I was actually thinking about coming back home or moving to another country. But instead of that, I moved to another city, to Milan, which is north part of Italy. And once again, it was a different experience for me because this city was different from Rome. It was like more north culture. And then from Milan, we moved to Manchester, UK, because my partner had an opportunity there to work there. So we moved together. And once again, I was faced with different challenges, like reinventing myself, understanding what I could do in Manchester, how could I apply my skills, what kind of job could I do. So it was all about exploring. And I was actually like, so I knew a little bit of English, so English better than in Italian when I was starting in Italy. So it was much more easier. But once again, moving from Italy, which was completely different to the UK, even the weather was completely different. Like moving from the country full of sun to a country full of rain, especially in Manchester, it was quite challenging at the beginning. And so once again, I had to like push myself out of my comfort zone, make new contacts, explore once again the culture. So this is how I started, and I studied psychology. So I had an opportunity to work in recruitment, and then while I was in Manchester, I came across coaching. So I enrolled on a coaching program, and I was once again thinking about how I can create a career which I could take with me, because we were thinking to move to another city or to another country. So I was thinking about like creating something portable, an online career. So coaching was a great opportunity because you can work with clients all over the world. You can work online, or you can do those interviews like we are doing here. So this is how I started. So my journey was it was a very nice experience, and I really like it. And I am still living abroad because I am still living here in Italy, and probably we will be moving once again, but this will be like a different kind of international experience, more like a digital nomad experience, not an expat, but a digital nomad. So I had like so my international journey was like as an expat student, let's say romantic expat, because I moved because of my partner, career expat, so from different perspectives. Yeah.
Yes, that's fascinating. You're moving from one place to another. You transition in terms of your career, you grow, but it comes with a lot of change. And some people are frightened by there's change that's bound to happen when you move. So how do you find the courage to conquer that? How do you move forward when you're faced with that kind of fear?
Mm-hmm. Yes, of course, you can have a lot of fear and a lot of like thoughts, limiting thoughts about taking this step and moving abroad, because you are leaving your hometown, you are leaving your family, you are leaving your friends. Sometimes even if you are, for example, an expat partner and you are moving with your husband or with your wife, so sometimes you have to like say no to your own professional career and move to another country with your partner or with your family and like start from the scratch. So yeah, so it is all about, I think, like for me, my personal journey, it was so I was always like passionate about different countries and different cultures, and so you can be, so there are different stages. For example, if you are moving abroad and you are still young, so I was like 19 when I moved for the first time. So for me, it was a great opportunity and adventure, and I wasn't thinking about like my fears. What I was excited about it. So even if I was leaving my family behind and my friends, I knew that I had an opportunity to make new connections and to learn something new. And when we moved to Manchester, it was different because I was in my first 30s, and then I started to question myself, like what's going to happen if I fail? What's going to happen if I do not find a job? So I was a little bit scared because I was like older, so, and you have like more, I think like more things to lose when you are older. So like finding your courage. So it's once again saying to yourself that this is a great opportunity for you to learn something new, to learn new about yourself, about what you can do, learn even a language, learn a new culture, make new connections, or even start a new career. So it's all about like taking small steps if you want to do this transition like easy for you. So learning the language, exploring the country, the city that you are moving in, like reading about the city or the country, watching films, watching the television, and when you move, start making contacts like with the local community and also with expats who are living there. Ask questions about their journey, so how they can help you, how they can support you, and also like push yourself, even if you don't speak well the English, the language that you are your new language. So go out of your comfort zone and like go, for example, for shopping, explore the city on your own, take the bus, even because sometimes it can be really scary when you don't know the city and the language to take even the bus or the subway. So push yourself like a little bit out of your comfort zone. And then I think also celebrate your small achievements. For example, it can be if you are going to an interview, so celebrate that you have an opportunity to do a job interview, or for example, if you are enrolling on a course, so celebrate like your small achievements and reward yourself for the small achievements. So be gentle with yourself, like take care of yourself in the process. So you can go for a walk, for example, go to the cinema. So do those small steps which will help you to like overcome those limiting beliefs that you can have, like thoughts, and like gain more courage to. So I think that the most important step before moving is to get prepared, to know about the country. If you are, for example, if you are looking for a job in that country, so learn about exactly what is the process to find a job. What, for example, if you need any work permit, so what kind of work permit do you need? What are your opportunities in this country? So what you can do, for example, with your skills, with your background. And sometimes it doesn't mean that you are going to work in the same position. So, for example, when I moved to Manchester, so I was quite fortunate because Italian skills, Italian language was on demand. And even like with my background in psychology and recruitment, the first job that I found was with because I speak Italian, so I could apply my Italian language. So like accept even like the lower opportunities, possibilities that you have at the beginning, and then step by step you can grow. And you can like develop, you can grow your career or your business. So preparation and learning the language, because you have to communicate with the locals, and it will help you like to overcome all those fears and challenges that you are going to face, to push yourself a little bit out of your comfort zone. So I know that it can be challenging. For example, for me, when I was living in Italy, sometimes I was afraid to open my mouth because I was thinking that people are going to laugh at me because my Italian wasn't so good. But this is only at the beginning. So then you will like step by step, you will gain like more courage, and you will push yourself out of your comfort zone. And it is a great, so think about it as a great opportunity to grow. And because when you, for example, if you are thinking about coming back to your home country, then you have like new skills to offer, you have a new background, and you are like more open-minded. So you have more knowledge and like a new perspective to look at your life, at your possibilities, and also like at people who are around you. So you have like much skills to offer, I think, if you are living abroad. Yeah.
That's fascinating. So that's a lot of things that we could take from what you've said. So when the fear strikes, or when there's that opportunity to go and you get scared of moving, you could think about why you are doing this, what's the purpose of doing this, and what are the benefits of moving. And also, as you say, preparation is key. But for some people, because they can see that there's a lot of things to prepare for, they get overwhelmed. And my takeaway message from what you've just said is just take it one step at a time to avoid overwhelm, because it can be overwhelming with the amount of change that's bound to happen. You need to prepare a lot. There's a lot of things to do, but take it one step at a time, and you gain more courage and confidence as you take it step by step. Celebrate each step, celebrate each success, and you will grow in that way. Is that what, did I say that correctly?
Yes, exactly. Yeah, it's all about like taking small steps, because it can be overwhelming because you have a lot of things to do. But it also depends for how long you are going to move there. If you are moving, like for example, for 6 months, the preparation will be different. So you can learn more about the country, you can learn the language. But if you think to staying like for a long time, like 1 year or 2 years, so start preparing yourself even like 6 months, a month before, or 1 year before. And if you have an opportunity to visit this country before, to have like a taste of the country or the city that you are moving in, to see if you like the country, because it's very different to move and visit the country like for the holiday. And it is very different if you are moving there and you are staying there like for 6 months or 1 year or 2 years or even forever, because then you see what is the reality exactly. So for example, there are many people who are thinking about moving to Italy. Italy, it's a beautiful country, and and when you are here on holidays, you like fall in love with this country and you want to move straight away. But the reality is different because there are challenges. There are the same challenges when you are moving, for example, to UK, when you are moving, for example, to Spain. So you have to prepare yourself. You have to explore the country, learn the language, and what are your opportunities. And also, yeah, as you said, the very important question, why are you moving? What is your purpose and what do you want to achieve, like from your move? So what is your why and what is your purpose to move? So you can move for your career because your partner is moving, or because you want to have a taste of the country, because you want to have a little bit of adventure in your life. So what is your why? Why do you move? Yeah. So this is very important question also.
Fascinating. So I know it's going to be different in different circumstances, different people, different purpose. So it might be useful to discuss this with a coach, for example, or look at different ways of preparing for this move. So if people would like to reach out to you, with you being a career and business coach, and you know all about transitions, how can people get in touch with you and reach out to you?
Mm-hmm. Yes. So yeah, another important step, as you say, is to getting support. If you, so it's not about like that you are weak and that you are asking for help. So when you are moving, for example, there are a lot of other expat coaches, like local coaches from the country that you live, that they can help you. That can help you like to adapt to a country, or for example, if your company is moving you abroad for work, you can ask your company for the support. If you would like to explore more about me and what I am doing, you can find me on dmcoaching.eu. You can find all the information, you can contact me, you can schedule a free session, or you can learn about how to live abroad, how to like redesign your career or your business, and how to adapt to a country that you are moving in.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, Dominika. We learned so much from you. And it does take a lot of courage. It's about stepping out of your comfort zone, preparing, taking it step by step, and celebrating your wins. But never ever forget your purpose. Never ever forget your why, because that's really going to anchor you with what you've set out to do.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's all about taking those small steps, exploring, and also it's about having fun, because you are moving to a new place, you are going to learn a new thing. So it's all about, because sometimes people, they like living abroad is an opportunity for you. It's an opportunity to learn something new, to make new connections, to start, for example, a new adventure, even to start a new career. So see this challenge, this like an opportunity for you, opportunity to do something new. And then you will come back to your country with a different perspective, and you will feel like that you have a lot more to offer. So see it as an opportunity and as an adventure to learn something
Fantastic. Thank you very much, Dominika. We really appreciate you spending the time with us, and I hope we managed to reach out to people who need to hear this message. So thanks, Dominika.
Thank you very much for having me.
Bye for now.
Bye.